Lara and Jor-El make a daring escape from the dying planet of Krypton. They crash land on Earth, where Lara quickly goes into labor. But when a group of knights approach them, Jor-El pleads for mercy. The knights fire a volley of arrows, forcing Jor-El to use his heat vision to turn everybody to dust. At the sound of a baby's cry, Jor-El turns around and sees his son for the first time. Meanwhile, a child from the neighboring Kingdom of Storms spoke of a dark foreboding prophecy. Stuck in a trance, John Constantine catches the attention of King Jefferson, who stands watch listening to every word uttered. The prophecy spells out the kingdom's end. Years pass and Jor-El builds a kingdom to his name. He fathers Kal-El alongside his queen Lara. Among their ranks is Bruce Wayne and Alfred, who both serve the House of El. However, Jor-El still remains paranoid of assassination. Due to the Kryptonians' vulnerability to magic, all sorcerers in the Kingdom of El are to be imprisoned in the castle's dungeon. After Bruce captures one such sorceress with the ability to emit hypersonic screams, Jor-El takes him to the roof of the castle where he reveals to Bruce that he is his father. Due to the scandalous nature of his birth, his parenthood was forced to be kept a secret. But as Bruce contemplates what this could mean, an arrow flies into Jor-El's eye and instantly kills him. Letting out a guttural scream, Bruce's Kryptonian powers activate. The Elves mourn the death of their king while Batman tracks the arrow from Hobbs' forest. Beside Alfred, Bruce traverses through the rain and finds the man responsible. He leaps into the forest and cuts off Oliver Queen's hand in the process. However, Bruce knows that Oliver couldn't have killed the king by himself. The arrow was most likely enchanted by the Green Man, a powerful sorcerer hell-bent on destruction. When word of the king's death reaches his daughter Zala-El, suspicion falls on the Kingdom of Storms. She shoots off into the sky, later reappearing that night in the Kingdom of Storms. Taking King Jefferson's son hostage, she shows him what it feels like to lose a loved one. Now determined to destroy the Kingdom of El, King Jefferson boards a ship to the Amazons island, where he admits to the assassination of Jor-El and gets the support of the Amazons in case of a war. Disappointed with her mother's choice, Diana escapes to warn the Elves. But as King Jefferson makes his trip back home, he encounters Zala once again. This time, she runs a stake through his chest, finishing the job. In his last moments alive, Jefferson tells Constantine to appoint the kingdom to his daughter, Anissa. Meanwhile, Bruce and Alfred set off on a journey to investigate a suspicious green-colored meteor that had fallen from the stars. But when they uncover the rocks, Bruce feels nauseous and crumples over. Immobilized, Bruce tells Alfred his true father and heritage. However, he is taken aback when Alfred informs him that he already knows. He tells Bruce that long ago, Jor-El and Lara-El were commoners living their lives peacefully with their new baby. But when the tremors began upon their land, they realized that a nearby volcano was about to explode. Although they could easily escape, they felt a need to help the kingdom nearby. They approached the Wayne's kingdom and told them to evacuate immediately. But when their advisor, Alexander Luthor, heard of this, he let his arrogance get the best of him. He dismissed their plans, claiming that his ancient records told him otherwise. The volcano blew up almost immediately, forcing Lara and Jor-El to leave Kal-El with Queen Martha while they protected the kingdom. After everything ended, Alexander Luthor was exiled from the kingdom for his stupidity. But soon after, he found a particular green-colored ring that gave him extraordinary abilities while infecting his mind with insanity. Meanwhile, in a night of weakness, Martha and Jor-El committed adultery, conceiving Bruce. Although furious, King Thomas raised Bruce as if he were his own. However, one fateful day, the Waynes were killed in a massive inferno created by Alexander Luthor, otherwise known as the Green Man. In her last moments, Martha appointed the Elves to rule the kingdom and care for Bruce. Back in the present, Alfred and Bruce both return back to the castle, where Bruce talks to Kal-El about the meteor rock he had found. In the process, Bruce reluctantly reveals to Kal that they are brothers. Feeling betrayed, Kal stabs Bruce with the kryptonite rock and pounds him into the earth, leaving him barely alive. He is taken in by Jonathan and Martha Kent, who nurture him back to health. In the Kingdom of El, the war finally begins. Leading the fight, Queen Hippolyta and Anissa are both stopped when Queen Lara lands in the middle of the battle. After exchanging words, Lara agrees to accept her fate and surrender the fight so that no blood is shed. But after shaking Queen Hippolyta's hand, Lara splits her body in half and kills her on the spot. All hell breaks loose while both sides engage in brutal warfare. The Green Man hovered above everyone, killing soldiers on both sides. But the battle is once again silenced when Queen Lara shoots from the sky and blasts herself into the earth. Everyone's eyes widen in realization right as Alfred suddenly yells out to use fire. Having escaped from the dungeon in all the chaos, Oliver Queen chucks a flaming arrow at the imposter and everyone watches as Queen Lara burns and transforms into an alien. it shoots off into the sky and makes a quick escape. Back on the ground, Alfred transforms into a green alien and admits that he was not from this world. When taken in for questioning, Alfred reveals that his real name is John Johns, and he was one of the last survivors of a brutal civil war between white and green Martians. After destroying their own home, the white Martians arrived at Earth, where they planned to invade after destabilizing the reigning kingdoms. They shapeshifted and committed horrific acts of violence to ignite a war. Among them, their leader Protex was the worst. He was using the Green Man as his pawn for his plans and soon got rid of him as soon as he didn't need him. Now the white Martians have the green-colored meteor capable of killing the Kryptonians and are most likely forging weapons from it. Right on cue, the fires in the capital of the kingdom are wiped out, giving way to the white Martians. But when the elves, Diana, and Batman all go to meet Protex, they immediately shoot up into the sky and flee. The white Martians all race after them and arrive at Mount Kristoff, the volcano that had erupted long ago. Using her magic powers, Queen Anisa ignites the volcano, reactivating it and causing it to explode. Bits and pieces of fiery rubble rain from the sky, catching fire to all the white Martians. Severely injured, Protex and the remaining white Martians are imprisoned in the Phantom Zone for their crimes.